Hundreds of Pinterest pins in like an hour? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, in today's AI Profit Scoop video, I'm going to show you how I use Manus AI to create pins and Facebook images to get traffic to my blog. Now, this is very important. Whether you're using it for your own website or blog, or you're doing this for clients, this is something that can get a lot of traffic. You want to pay close attention because so many people out there have blogs that have been hit by some Google update or just aren't getting the traffic they used to, and they can get a little spike via social media. The only thing is we need to have something systematic that's based on the content we already have so that these people have somewhere to go. So what we're going to do is a very two-step simple process. First, make an image based on the content, and second, make that link to the actual original post. This is very easy, and it's a way to repurpose content to start getting traffic. You can use these on Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram. You can create little reels. You could do pretty much whatever you want. You can even make TikToks of these in a very easy way. Let me show you exactly how this works. What I did is I went through and turned 1,304 blog posts into 250 Pinterest and Facebook images with Manus AI in a matter of minutes. I didn't have to do anything except a little bit of prompting, which I'm going to show you right here exactly how I prompt this and how it works. These are actually really good images that'll actually get engagement. Here's one that was created based on my Trojan horse traffic method video I just did, and this will help get traffic to videos that might not get the traffic I want, or maybe the traffic died off, and I want to give it a little boost. This is super important, and this works like crazy to get traffic to your blog. I know because every single day I get tons of traffic to one secret blog post using Facebook with images I didn't even create. So this is something very straightforward. What I did here is I went through and started with one image. So what you want to do is you want to prompt Manus AI to make one really good image first, one that you know based on a blog post you already have. So what I did here is I said, go ahead and make an image based on one blog post. In this instance, I actually let Manus go through and decide which blog post to use. So it was actually pretty cool. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of how this works, I want you to know that I've made millions of dollars on social media doing exactly what I'm showing you, making videos, making content, making articles, blog posts, and everything like that. I want you to remember that the vast majority of people watching these types of make money with AI, make money online videos, make nothing. So take what you're going to see with a grain of salt, always be ethical, always be upfront, and always, for the love of everything, double check what AI gives you because sometimes it makes mistakes. And it's our job to correct those mistakes. Now, going through here, what I did is I got one perfect one based on a blog post I had. So if you were to go over to affiliatemarketingdude.com right like this, you're going to see I have the blog post right here. And I could say, okay, turn one viral video into a business. Or maybe I have a blog post over here for teaching faceless videos. This is one where I was actually teaching faceless videos back in 2015. I even have one I found where I taught how to do YouTube marketing back in 2010. So I've been doing this a long time. I started back in 1999. However, going through, what we're going to do is we're going to look at all of the posts that I have here. Because this is a WordPress blog, Manus AI is going to understand exactly where my links are, and it'll go through and read them. And it's actually not that expensive. I mean, if I was to take a look at this usage and billing here, we could see this one was only 3,700 credits, which, I mean, might seem like a lot for some people. I think that's a total of like $37 or something like that, maybe even less. But for what you're about to see, it's absolutely worth it. This is the kind of thing I would pay an outsourcer several $100s to do, and it would take a long time, and it wouldn't be as exact or as perfect as what we're getting here. So what I do first is I go through and I prompt it to get one image. This is what you want to do here. Affiliate Marketing Dude had over 1,300 blog posts packed with affiliate marketing tips. You can do this with anything. You can even do this on content that's out there, like data type content, where you go through and you're like, okay, find a bunch of data points, or maybe you go through like CNBC Made It, where they post a bunch of entrepreneurs and how they make money or side hustles. You can do all kinds of different things. You just need to think about content in a different way. Turn that into content on your blog and then we're going to turn it into images. So what we're going to do is we're going to create these bold images in a very systematic way. Number one, we're going to pull the sitemap. Now, if you're using WordPress or your client is using WordPress, you could just go through and ask Manus, hey, find my sitemap, which it'll actually do. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have it go through, make one good image. When you get it the way you like, you can see there was a couple corrections here where I didn't want affiliate dude on the bottom. I wanted it to say, check the comments. Why? Because the comments is going to have the full link so they could find exactly what they want. So going through here, once I had it perfect, I said, now make all 250 based on 250 different blog posts. And since there's 1,300, I could still do like a 1,050 of them, and there we go. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go with these, and then it takes a couple hours. I think this one took like a couple of hours or something like that. It did 150 of them, or 250 of them, and then it presented them like this. So like affiliate marketing is unlimited income, link building secrets, or whatever. And it'll go through and find that. Here's ChatGPT can 10x your affiliate content. This is all strategic based on my blog. So if you're going out there, if you got a high ticket niche from us or a blog, or you're building your own blog, or you've been blogging for years, or maybe you buy a blog, this is something that can get your traffic going. Now, once I was done with this, we went and extracted the post titles and the URLs. This is important because I want to know what it created this based on. Then we selected 250 posts, which the AI did, and then built a custom image prompt and generated all the images in one. Now, very important, the next step we want to do is build a cookie-based HTML posting tracker. This is important. It'll help you stay on task. Or if you're doing outsourcing, it'll help you with that. With me, I'm outsourcing this. And now, drum roll please, from all of these links, some of which are not getting traffic anymore, what I can do is I can take these images right over here, somewhere, there they are, right? We have 250 images. So this is actually a folder I uploaded to my website, affiliatedude.com/FB if you want to check it out. And what happens here is it actually created the image. So here's the image here. You can open it in a new tab. You can save it. You can copy it. If you're posting to Facebook, you just copy and paste. You don't even need to do anything. You just copy and paste and you're good to go. And we can see here, most affiliate marketers are completely missing out on Google Ads and AdSense and losing money every day. Shows some tips, says check the comments for the full video. Now, what this AI did is it actually gave me the post to post in Facebook or Pinterest based on what the image is about. Then it went through and actually had the full link, which I can include as the first comment. It has hashtags, everything. When I'm done, all I do is click posted and boom, it'll mark it as posted and I could keep going every day until I start getting traffic. And chances are, if you do this correctly and your content is somewhat good and relevant to who you're speaking to, you can go out and share these in Facebook groups. You can share them on different blogs, different forums, all kinds of different things. And what this will do is it'll really, really help you stay on task. Also, what I could do is I could do a little voiceover and make a little faceless video for TikTok. Again, say check the comments for the full video. Very, very simple. I could even go through and do a green screen picture of me and put it over this as a video as well. What this does is it makes content based on things you want to drive people to. So think about it this way. Like maybe you're not like me. Maybe you don't have 1,300 blog posts on your blog. Maybe you just have one really good one, right? So you could go, let's say you go over to Manus AI, you write a ginormous helpful blog post about homeowners insurance or mortgages or whatever your affiliate program is or whatever it is you want to get people to, and you create that giant, big mega post. Out of that mega post, what you would do is you'd say, now get 250 or 100 or whatever it is, different snippets that I can use. Turn them into social media hooks. Once you turn them into hooks, then you're going to turn them into a post, and then you're going to turn them into images. And the AI will do this all at once. All I did here, this is super important, all I did was tell it, hey, go look at a blog post of mine, make an image. and then I dialed it in the way I want. And then I said, now make them all. Make sure you have the link, make sure you have the content, and make sure you have the post that I can put with the image. And it went through and organized this, and it works. I mean, we are getting traffic every day when I do stuff like this. Now, this is the most organized one, so I think this is going to get us a lot more traffic, but it's basically on things I've already done, which is really cool. And sometimes using this, obviously check the content you use, but sometimes you can borrow different things. Like maybe you link to a news report and you have ads on your site or something like that. Or maybe you link to an idea structured differently. Or maybe you go out there and you find different prompting tips and you make thousands of them. Drive them to your mega post, build a mailing list. And this is a kind of thing that can work really, really well as long as you stay within your niche. Let's say you have a giant post about tips for golfers, right? And it's like, oh, here's how to do the backswing and the front swing and the, I don't know, big long swing or whatever it is. And you dissect that into little pieces. All of those little pieces can go on social media, TikTok, Facebook, all kinds of stuff. You can even do short videos and build these out to get traffic to the thing that makes you money. This works when you do it. It's just a matter of really dialing it in, staying the course. It's all about consistency and showing up and learning. Like today, I started this video series 4 days ago. I got neck pain. I went to the massage person. It didn't help. But you know what? I said I was going to make these videos. So here I am making a video at 6:21 p.m. when I'd rather be home. Why? Because I said I would, and I'm going to do it. And that's the same thing here. Set a goal. Am I going to post 5 times a day on social media? 1 time, 3 times, 15 times? And everything needs to be very specific. That's where we want to go through. That's where it works. And now we go through and it's like, okay, now I know exactly what I need to do and I'm ready, right? Super, super straightforward. Don't overcomplicate it. Just think of your content in chunks because people on social media, they're not ready to read a gigantic blog post. If you put, a 5,000 word blog post on your Facebook, very few people will read it. But if you put 50 little snippets of it pointing to it, then you have 50 chances to get people to read your content. It's very straightforward. Go use it. I will have some of the prompts over at AIProfitScoop.com. And you can see here we have prompt 1, the master image generation. This is where it gets the hooks, line 1 through 4. Tells it what we want. This is where you go through and you do like light mode, dark mode. Do I want images? What types of images? Do I want a URL? What do I want to do? Then we can see here, this one was the Trojan Horse affiliate method where it went through and got that specific one. Then prompt 3 is the sitemap generator where it's going to go and get that sitemap from your site, turn that into post, boom, you're ready to go. It'll actually go through and do that, and then it'll create everything in batches, which is pretty easy. And if you don't want to do prompts, that's fine. You can do this in other ways. But going through and creating this content is very important. And you can even tie it in with like SEO or whatever else you're doing. Like if you look at the site we did a couple of weeks ago for prenuptial agreements, this was 100% AI content. And a lot of people are up in arms saying, oh man, you can't get traffic anymore. And this one's actually getting traffic. This Kansas one down here, it's ranking. Like if you were to look up prenuptial agreement, where is the Kansas one? I think it's over here. But if you were to look this up, we're actually ranking. And I have rankings that I literally put up years ago. And I haven't done anything with them. And they're still ranking, still getting traffic. This is super important. How much does a prenup cost in Kansas? We can see here we are actually ranking. I think it's like number 7 or something like that. See right there, Legal Shield. This is kind of thing. Those people would love that traffic. But going through and really focusing on what works always works if you're focusing on good stuff. And then, of course, this is ranking page 2. Am I going to get any traffic? Probably not much. So I'm going to go through and hit it with some of these images, right? Maybe I can go through and be like, hey, thinking about getting married, check out the prenup thing or whatever it is, right? Very, very straightforward. Other sites and niches you can do this with. You could do it with like make money online, personal finance. Maybe you go through and you talk about 100 credit card tips or things Dave Ramsey says and what I think about them for debt. Health and fitness, I would stay away from major health topics unless you're a doctor. Pet niches are perfect for this. Home improvement and DIY. Travel, maybe you have 250 travel tips. Lead them into travel rewards, credit cards. Get out there, make these images, put them on Pinterest, make them helpful. The key here is making it super helpful. I am very, very strict on the helpfulness of my content, on the helpfulness of my images. When I go through, I want to make sure at a glance I can see, yes, this provides value. It's not spam. It's strategic, looking at value. Software as a service reviews, this is a great one to do this in. Parenting and family, food, beauty and skincare, and on we go. You can even pair this with affiliate offers. Some of them pay up to $200 a sale for web hosting, and on we go. You could even do this for one product. Maybe you go out there and you're like, okay, I'm going to make a blog about the Snuggie. You find 500 ways people use the Snuggie, make a giant article, turn that into pins, boom, get that traffic, make it work. How do you use these for maximum traffic? First, Pinterest strategy would be do like 3 to 5 images a day, create boards, keyword load them, really focus. Facebook, we could do like 1 image a day, maybe 3 or 5 images a day. Make sure you have that blog URL in the first comment, not in the post. That way it maximizes organic reach. Boost your top performing. You can even boost some of these and boom, now you're going to get traffic. Doesn't cost that much. It's like $5 a day. Going through and looking at that, just make sure if you're bidding on the traffic that you actually know you're going to make money on your blog. Next, you could do Instagram, where you could do like carousels. I could turn each of these into a carousel, which is great. Very, very straightforward. If you want to learn this and see exactly how we do this with prompts and everything, over at AIProfitScoop.com, there's 2 ways to work with me. You can join AI Profit Scoop Basic, super inexpensive, super easy. You just go in there, you get help every week. Or you can join AI Profit Scoop Elite, where we have all kinds of tools and we're working together with you. Really, really good stuff. Definitely put this as part of what you have going on. Like, it's going to get you traffic. You just have to go out there and post this stuff and get it in front of the right people. And then boom, there you go. It's all about more chances to get the click. Most people are just relying on Google to give them traffic. Whereas I could go through and I could say, well, there's people on Facebook that would probably want to read this too. Maybe more of them. I might go through and say, hey, you know what? There's only like this example. I'll show you this one. The GoDaddy one right here. It says I'm getting 500 visitors a month from that post. I know for a fact I get way more. Every time I turn on my live chat software, there's like 5 people on that page. Every time. Sometimes there's 10. Sometimes there's like 4. But there's always people on that, which means I'm actually getting a lot more traffic. And most of it is from Facebook. So not only do I show up in Google for GoDaddy Estimator, but now I have posts on Facebook that are actually getting me more traffic than the Google ranking ever did. And boom, there we go. Double whammy. It's going to show up. It's going to get traffic. We just have to be very, very strategic about how it works. And it's going to get a backlink to your website. So when you start to post this and you start to deliberately go after traffic, this is when things start to change. Smash the like button if you like this video. Check out AIProfitScoop.com for the prompts, the notes, and join me every week. We have a call on Tuesday, a call on Thursday, and all kinds of cool stuff to help you build a business and make money with AI. Thanks for watching. Check out the links in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.